even though Barcelona have got some of the most attacking players in the world, how important is it for you to stick to your principles and your philosophy tomorrow?
So, buona tarda, good afternoon. So I would like to defend well and attack well, but change the way you think, the way you believe, the way you love to play football. In today, just for a game, you don't have time, and it's not possible. So, because the players are not going to believe me. So I have to. Of course, you have to adjust many things because it's a special team for the way they play, for the long time, for the quality and the players, not just for the three players in front. So how they play in the middle, the build-up, the high pressing, the counter-attack, the set pieces. So they control absolutely all departments about one game, and we have to adjust and try to be ourselves as much as possible here.
Pep, hello. After all the success that you had here, the 14 trophies, the league titles, the Champions League, what are your emotions when you return here? And can you try and take the emotion out of the occasion?
Well, it was being 1.5 years ago when I came with Bayern Munich. It's always here. Always is special for me to sit here. I spend a lot of time here, and this stadium is part of my life. So I grew up here like a boy. I make all my career like a football player, trainer here. So it's always is a special. Will be always a special, and especially when I see people who I like to see. That is I like. So when you travel around here, always you remember the places for the people you met, and that is the case. So my family is here, so that's why I'm always happy. And of course, it's a good test for us to play against the best team.
Pep, hi. Manchester City were here 2 seasons ago. It was a one-sided game. I think you were here in the stadium, in the seats. It was a one-sided game. What can change? What has changed at Manchester City in that time that can give you confidence that this game will not be the same?
But it was 2 or 3 years ago. And it was with Manuel. Manuel is the first coach who was able to reach 80 finals, 40 finals, like 80 finals in 2 years, and last season the semi-finals. So a lot of credit for Manuel of what he did in the past, because help us for the people who's coming next. Who is the target, who has to face on. So we cannot forget that Manchester City was 35 years old without competing in Europe. 35 years old is a long time. So that means you are important in Europe when you are there a lot of time. That is the next target for the people who is now in that moment here to achieve in the next 5, 6, 7 years, always be there and competing every time against the big clubs as best as possible, as much good as possible. And when that's happened, once time we'll be there. So that is our target. And to compare, I don't know, because I was not with Manuel inside, so I don't know what he did, what he made to compete against Barcelona. I know what they're going to do tomorrow. I know what I want to do. We're going to try, and after we're going to see if we're able.
Pep, a question from the BBC. I was just talking to a colleague from Radio Catalunya who says even now they miss having you here as head coach. What do you miss most about it, and what do you miss least about it?
No, I don't miss. I was so happy here, so happy, and I miss the people I met here. When I was happy working with them, the club changed the people, so most of them I don't know them, so the club remains the same, with a huge history behind, and will become a huge history in front. A lot of passion for the spectators, fans. In that moment with a generation of players, unbelievable generation of the players, it doesn't matter who they are in the church, who are in the bank, always they are fighters competing, big talent. So it was a part of my life. I closed the chapter and I opened in Munich and he won, and now when he won.